Going on, everybody? Happy Plat Night. We get to try and make a cut, which I will admit, we've been doing relatively comfortably, but it's still Plat. Any given round can go sideways. You can take nothing for granted. So we're going to try and make a cut. We're going to try and play well. We played very well this week. We played very well last night. In particular, you know, we left some stuff out there, but I feel like we're coming to grips with the post-patch putting. You know, our putt reads are not the greatest, but, you know, just trying to reiterate and refine every time. Go out there and do better than last. So, yeah, we're going to see what we can do tonight. Joke, welcome back. How you doing? RJ, welcome back. Hello, hello. All right, Canadian Open this weekend. It did say that there are some new challenges, so we're going to have to check that out. I also want to see what our weeklies are. I think, or what our dailies are. The weeklies, I believe, have also rolled over. Okay, those are actually really easy dailies. I'm not doing 15 rounds of Divot Derby. You can kick rocks. 10 daily quests, nice. 15 up and downs. That might take a little bit. And 5 solos. Okay. Okay, so the Lydia Ko stuff is done. Okay, couple of things here. One, who wants to play 5 rounds? I guess they kind of assume that it's going to take multiple, like it's going to take many rounds for people to break the score. But notice they fixed something. They're specifying a minimum of 18 holes played. I don't know why it says minimum of 18, as if there's a world in which you can play more holes. Like you can play 9 or 18. So I don't know why it says minimum, as if there's some variance to it. But it is forcing you to break par and break 60 by actually playing 18, not the cheesy play 9 holes and shoot better than 60, which used to work for a while. 5 holes, 5 pars, and win a duos match with NBA. Again, 250 and a level up token. I'd have to buy the NBA stuff. It's not worth it. So we're 4 wins away from completing career mode from our quest log. Sweet. Let's check out and see what they've got for challenges. Because I believe it says there's new stuff for St. George's this weekend, so. Okay, hold on. I was pretty sure it didn't say in the menu, but I was fairly certain. Maybe it was preemptive. Maybe it was preemptive. So ranked tours, weekly quests, Wednesday wear and earn. But if I go, what up, Liam? If I go to their Twitter, I am pretty certain that it said this week in PGA Tour 2K25 a new challenge map. Now it does have a link. Let me scroll through this really quick. Brand new map is landing this Thursday. Okay. Okay. And get your practice in with the training challenges. Here, I'll bring it up on stream, so I'm not just sitting here reading off. If you're watching on the vertical stream, I apologize. I do not have a fancy scene swap for that. I will maybe make note to do it, but it probably comes up crazy tiny anyway, so not useful. So yeah, we're gonna get a new one on Thursday, and then apparently we're gonna get training challenges. Test out your skills with different weather conditions or on all types of terrains, and put your swing, putting, and overall skills to the challenge. Challenges are new to season 2. Okay, I'm curious what training challenges is going to be, because like the challenges right now are kind of I guess they're gonna probably just focus on specific like short game shots and stuff, like a pitch one and a chip one, which is effectively like making a separate game mode with rewards to the like pre-tournament activities is what it sounds like. I'll be curious to see how they differentiate those, but I guess we find out tomorrow, so we'll check those out then. In the meantime, let's play some career mode for some warm-up swings. I thought we were gonna have challenges to do it because they tweeted that today, but if you actually go into the article, it is having to actually wait until tomorrow. Okay, so these are tier 7, moving our Bridgestone and Nike along. All right, Brooke wants a rematch. Interview. I don't care. My personality is unknown. So what? So what? Not worth my time. I'm pulling a Rory. We're just not gonna talk to the media. What up, Thunder? Thoughts on how many more club upgrades there might be? I think we're getting 2 every season. If I recall correctly, and I don't know the exact number, but if I recall correctly, in like, I don't know if it was in one of the release, like one of their like dev diary videos or something, I feel like they showed a graphic that had a crazy number, like 10 or 12. So I guess they're what, 2 out the gate in 5 seasons, so I want to say there are going to be 12. Oh, well, I can assure you that I do not want putting and approach cam on for our regular rounds today. Approach and putting cam is just for True Sim. It's a lot of Evo tools, yeah, and that's not to say that the Evo tools aren't going to go up in cost again. Because that was definitely one thing that, at least to me, was a little bit of a shock. You know, because I thought everything was just going to cost 1, so for them to raise it to like 2 Evo tools and then 3 Evo tools for the limited edition, which I'm still waiting for them to reconcile, because that's completely backwards. You know, so hopefully they'll reconcile that some point during this season. Ooh, overpowered it. Hey, good evening, Busey. Welcome back. Probably gonna stay up today, Liam? Putting in a late night? These are 1% longer. Gotta make 8 out of 12. It's not easy to hit these on the right putt weight. We're trying. If we only get 5, then we only get 5. I don't think I'm gonna try and grind this one out. Alright, they finally didn't increase the putt power on this one. Broken collarbone summer might as well make the most of your time. That's just rough, man. That's just... I'm sure there are other more incapacitating injuries, but... yeah, that's very preventative, to say the least. Gabe, thank you for the follow. I was gonna ask how to, like, what that name was, and then I read Gabe at the end. That made my life a lot easier. You know what I'm realizing? I think they made it like goes slowly up and then it comes back down. So it's like 55% or whatever up to 61 and then back down. It's just a little curve. It's just a little curve. They're asking us to hit our shots within here. Oh no, the underswing. Gosh darn it. Alright. Clutch time. Gotta make it. Center cup. Quads. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking that number is going to go up as well, Thunder. How much, though, is the question. Haven't hit a golf ball in like 5 weeks. What's the recovery time look like for a collarbone? Because I would imagine that that's got a pretty decent amount of time with it. 3 weeks ago, so it's like an 8-week recovery. That's probably low end, right? It's probably like at 8 weeks you get checked up on. I mean, that's hard because even after you recover, like, there's so much with that in the golf swing, like you'll find out pretty quickly if you're overdoing it. Probably have to just get out and do some like chipping and pitching kind of work just to get the golf club back in your hand once it's time. All right. Huntington Sound. Let's get a little warm up going. Okay, so we can't drive it this time. All right, how's our swing feeling out the gate today? Pretty good. It's feeling pretty good. And the early stutters, I think sometimes it's course dependent. It's definitely always on the first tee though. They're just brutal. 34, 39. You're not getting 11 on this. On a wedge, maybe 5. It's downhill, so I still think you gotta go a little bit into it. Take a touch off. It's a good start, though. It's a good start. One missed point in the first 2 swings. Pretty easy and straightforward on the bird. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're feeling it. At least for now. We'll see if it holds. We'll see if it holds. Okay, I think this is too short. So 218. I mean, 208-ish, 9. Slightly above the feet. It's turning that way. Wind is also, and it's down. I'm gonna go a little bit more out to the right. I think for me it's always a little bit of a pain point because I aim that in a way where I'm trying to be right of the hole, and then when I land it hole high, I think I just am a little bit disappointed. I don't think it mattered that I overhit it. That like took a weird break in the middle the other direction. Broke a controller today. Oh no. Was it an accidental thing, or did we end up in a fit of rage and break a controller? Didn't play it to the right enough. Dang. Accidental, okay, well. I suppose that's good, right? I mean, obviously you don't want to break a controller, but it wasn't a temper thing or anything like that. "16 to 18 weeks for your buddy back in the day to slowly return to golf after a broken collarbone." Ooh. Ooh. Walking from kitchen, slipped out of your hand. What? You took your controller with you to the kitchen? I don't know if that's the part of the story that I should be getting hung up on, but that's where my brain's at right now. Oh, I like the line. Can we kick up and left? No, we'll just kick up perfect. Perfect height. The controller is an extension of your arm at this point. Fair. Wherever you go, it goes. I gotcha. No, it's also all about your setup. Like my consoles and stuff are up in my office. My stuff's not like set up in my living room next to my kitchen or anything like that. Okay, there we go. That's the better adjustment. That's the better adjustment. We'll have to see how the putts are and stuff on plat. I mean, we putt really well in Truesome this week. I didn't actually look at the stats, and we did miss some makeable stuff. But I felt like overall we were putting it pretty solidly. Hmm, 98% is not exactly what I'm looking for. I just don't really know how else to try and attack that pin with the tailwind there. Okay, the Question is this too much? I think sometimes I need to like actually get down and try and look at it the way that I would in True Sim. Oh, that's close. Might not have quite been enough. I don't know if that needs just like a click extra power once we start taking it out there. Definitely need it to be 55%. I'm a software developer, Liam. So, spend my days coding. Code up in my office, and then I've got I work on my laptop at my office desk, and then I have my computer and PlayStation stuff there where I also stream. So everything's in the same place. I'm gonna take a little bit off of this just because these roll out so much. Above the feet. Rolling that way, wind is bringing it. Got maybe just a click too far to the left, yeah. Yeah, what up, Pseudo? Guy in front of you at the golf simulator put his tee shot 11 inches from the pin. No Scotty Cameron for you today? Wait, was there some sort of challenge on the simulator that you could win a Scotty Cameron from? Is that what it was? Vendor at the Snowflake Summit, closest to the pin each day wins a Scotty. Oh, man. Well, I was thinking on that lie, first off, that I would have a not that straight of a swing, but that it would play a bunch. It's probably just completely due to that initial swing input. That was really bad. 65. Ah, underhit it. Ooh. Yeah, what's going on, guy? How we doing? Shot overlay on the vertical layout is crazy. Yeah, so I made yeah, so I have the shot gauge next to my face, and then I have the little, you know, scorecard that has what shot we're on, and I have the information, like, of how far the shot is, you know, the pin, all of that stuff. What is it? I made image masks. So I guess technically I have like 4 instances of the game capture going, and 3 of them are image masked. Doing super duper, guy. Love to hear it. So yeah, my little trade secret, so to speak. Hit 5'9" on Monday and you were 3rd place. Tuesday the winner was 6'10". Oh no. Yeah, it's all about hitting the right shot at the right time, as the as they would say in the pros. Come on, you gotta get forward. Okay, still a little bit short. There we go. Yeah, I've been really working on trying to have, I don't know, trying to have the like putt math at least for like smaller amounts of break. Tracking. There it is. All right, that's hole-in-one number 6. Pretty good. Pretty good. Well, somebody likes that. Get in there, Zach. Thank you for the YouTube sub. Alright, what are we working with here? I started with 2K21, Zach. So, we got in pretty much right after launch of 2K21. I have like, I think I put like 1,400 hours into that game. And then we played 900 of 2K23. And now we be on 25. The crazy part is that number of hours is like fairly low for how much some people play these games. You're at 369 on 2K25, Liam? I think we're at like 225. Yeah, 228. My 2K23 hours were way lower than 21 because I had a kid halfway through the game, so, or not even halfway through the game, like 6 months in or something like that. So I had a bunch of time off, and then, you know, our amount of time to play it has gone down. If your Xbox on with the game just opens sometimes, Brent, so it's inflated slightly. Yeah, and that's like, I mean, some of the stuff that I have it open for is like not even me really playing the game, is like some of the screenshots and stuff for the couple of videos is like literally opening quick play and then like taking a shot and doing the replay mode to like scan around. Like there's some stuff where it's not like I'm actively playing trying to improve or anything like that. Okay, I'm gonna hit this 6-iron because I think that that's the right play. Effectively what we're trying to do here is get it a little bit short of this ridge and then release down the slope to the hole. My luck though, I'm king of the hill. I'm always very good at leaving it about a yard short. It's about 2 yards short. It's such a tight window. I guess in that situation, I'd rather overshoot my mark than undershoot my mark. I guess that's where I make my my most critical of errors. Was watching it. Oh, it's the fake out. It's the fake out animation. He liked it too early. I think that's the giveaway. Yeah, what up, Garrett? We're just getting warmed up, man. You missed a hole in one? Just missed it a couple holes ago. A lot of fun for you. TGC is a game changer. Competitive drive to want to be better is something you haven't felt in the game in a while. Yeah, that's always been a big thing for me. I mean, that's what got me hooked into the franchise is TGC Tours. Like, hands down. Mm, 98%. Okay. Don't love the underswings, but we'll take it. First one in this game? No, Garrett. This is number 6. We've kind of been on a hole-out tear. Not so much on like the albatrosses, but hole-in-ones and eagle hole-outs from range. We've been hitting a lot. We hit another eagle hole-out on True Sim last night. Proud of your 2 and 1 Albie. We have 2 Albies, 6 aces, and like 14 eagle hole-outs that aren't like greenside bunker shots. So like, you know, 80 plus. Yeah, we've been hitting at least one a week, if not. Like, that's our second this week. I think we had 2 or 3 last week. We've been hitting a lot of them. This slope is going to kind of be in play. I actually need to give it a little bit because of the slope that we're on here. Need to be a little more left. We went over the, like, big bump. We went over the big bump. What are you gonna do, Mr. Putt? What are you gonna do? You're gonna miss low because I missed it by a percentage. Nice. Ah, tight. Started playing when 2K23 was the free game of the month. Yeah, the September, because I think they put it out in September, like the year after it released in both 21 and 23, if I recall correctly. 500 hours-ish into it. You're a 3-clicker, okay. Yeah. So I was the opposite. I've always been swing stick because I started on 21. 21 was only swing stick. And I tried right at the very end. One of the last things I did, it was to get the achievement for it, is I played Legend 3-click in 2K23 just to get the platinum trophy, and that was shocking. That was shocking. Is the hybrid off of the fairway going to get 37 yards up the hill? Probably not, but this seems like way too much. So we're going to go below the feet. Oh, it's going to curve. It's up the hill. I'm going to throw it a little bit more. I tried to overpower it. Trying to get like 102 or 103. Only got 101, and in the process we ended up pushing that shot. But yeah, going from 3-click to swing swinging on a diagonal. I mean, that being said, it took us a little bit to come to terms with the diagonal swing, but at the same time, we had also played with swing stick for a while. So it's like you could look at it like, you know, the swing stick changing directions is just painful for everybody, or you can also look at it as, you know, well, you had some familiarity with swinging with the stick. All right, 69%. Nice. Was there ever a doubt? It's the nicest of the percentages. You prefer swinging diagonally? I don't know. It's a weird thing because tempo was definitely a skill. I mean, I think having the consistency on the diagonals is also a skill. You know, it's just different. As to which I prefer, I'm not really sure. Because at the end of the day, putting is always my weakness. And so, like, even though I made that last one, my putting relative to the field has always been the thing that I'm worse at. You know, because even when tempo was, oh no, me underswinging that is gonna put us out the backside. Yeah, not that we didn't miss tempo, but when tempo was the main thing, that was definitely a strength of ours. And 2% over. Best thing you can win in 2K25? What do you mean? I think we will eventually win a Truesome event. Can't really say it's inevitable, but I do think we're playing well enough to eventually win one. The best tourney that I technically, you know, it would be one of the Platinum Tour events, you know, one of the Plat majors being the biggest one. But my putting would have to be incredible for a week. Like, for 4 rounds, I would just have to have really good putting. Whereas right now, that is not the case. See, if I play this full 9-iron, 47... I don't know how much this wind plays. That's kind of the problem here. Yeah, there's that elevation taking a lot out of it. No. Just overplayed it. So yeah, I think we can win on True Sim. I mean, can't say shoulda because nothing is a given. We could have won. We could have won the last True Sim major, and we could have won this week. Yeah, but we've got to execute those last couple of shots as they matter. I think that's kind of been a big pain point for me, is like it's missing the putts that you shouldn't miss. It's, you know, whether that be because of an input or because it's, you know, I misread or mishandle something, or like, you know, putting myself greenside with a pitch shot that I should make and I leave myself short 8 feet or something and miss it. And there's a lot of stuff between the eyeballs that certainly holds us back quite a bit. We certainly have the ball striking. I think I wouldn't be so aggressive on some of those shots if I felt better about my putting, but I think part of it is I just feel like I have to put the ball right at the hole or like it's GG. The 1% underswing. That was the read. That was the read. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna try every week. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want there to be any doubt. But there are just some players who are very, very good, and especially in their short game, like that's just where we lose so many strokes around. You know, even if we have weeks and rounds where we're better tee to green. So these land like back here, mid to low 190s. It's like 20 yards to chase. Give it a little bit extra. Little D-loft, little 102 action. But I don't know, it's shots like that I should never come close to missing the putt, you know? And it's also, you know, we get 3 eagles on the round and we only shoot 13 under. So, like, I don't know, there's always leaks. Now we shoot an ace. We got an ace on that round, Sergio. We got an ace on that round. Pretty short par 3, choke down a pitching wedge. Rolled one up and in. All right, that is win 57. Tier 8 across the board. We're getting close to maxing these guys out. Well, it's nice that they finally made this stuff easier to get through. The progression for sponsors was rough. Like, I don't know if they just like underestimated or I guess overestimated like how much career mode people want to play or do play. Yeah, here you go, Sergio. Hole 8, 147 yards. So not a crazy far one. I mean, considering the other ones are 197, 211, and 185, it was nice of them to give us a short par 3. Yeah, little choke down pitching wedge. Get it on the right line, roll it up. Little VC action. McMorrison, thank you for the YouTube sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, we made the FedEx Cup playoffs? No way. We only won like 95% of the events this season. Should we take a look at the FedEx Cup standings just for the memes? Interested in talking about your latest performance at the media? No. I'm pulling a Rory. I'm just not talking to the media ever. You guys can't make me. You can't make me do it. Let's see here. Season standings. I know I slacked off before anybody critiques me too hard. We slacked off on 4 events. We slacked off on 4 events. Yeah, but we have an 11,000 point lead. That'll be the equivalent of 2 strokes in the championship, which they did away with, right? IRL, they're doing away with that. There's gonna be no more like FedEx Cup tournament like starting strokes. They just need to differentiate between like the season-long thing and the final tournament. They just need to differentiate between the two. Have like the season-long one. $63 million? Oh man, I'm doing really well for myself. If only any of that translated to IRL. 2 hole-in-ones this season. Welcome back, Gears. Yeah, 18-foot proximity on the season, 85% fur, 85% gur. This is the thing though. Like, yes, this is career mode, but I'm playing career mode on plat settings. Like, I'm just not a good putter. Not a good putter. Very good ball striker though. Very good tee to green. Yeah, not always number 1, but like my game plan is furs and gurs. I don't like being out of position in the rough. Even in this game, like because the flop is the other direction stuff, I just don't have that confidence to be like, man, I'm gonna put it short. I'm gonna short side myself. Like, I try at all costs. Desperately try. Obviously, everybody's aiming for the fairways and greens. I'm very good at finding fairways. Pretty good at finding greens. Sometimes I get a little bit aggressive. Misjudge things a little bit. But I'm pretty well reliant on being in there close because my track record is not great with the putter. So the closer I put it, the better my chances are. All right. Opposite flop always gets you nervous, McMorrison. I know a lot of people who have changed to a left-handed fade instead of the right-handed draw to keep the same swing plane on the controller, but always get the flop shot. But I don't know what it is. I haven't been able to convince myself to do it. Probably should, just to not have that disadvantage, but I can't get myself to pull the trigger on it. So what are the options? Are all right. Yeah, so left-handed fade plays the same on the joystick or just like has the same swing as a right-handed draw. And because you're playing a fade on the lefty character, you don't have to flip. Because fade players, either handedness, maintain the same because technically like the flop is more of a cut swing. I wish they would have had some like OP shots that had draw bias, but we have 3 fade bias shots and they're not going to change it this game. You know, it's maybe something that they'll consider in the future not having. I think it's completely broken that one bias over the other has such a strong advantage, but yeah, it is what it is. I just try not to be in a position where I even need the flop shots. Again, we all do, but tend to be fairly good at it. We just, we're human. We make mistakes. Okay, I'm going to throw the room code in the chats here. If anybody is interested in playing the daily Ranked Tours Master, you are more than welcome to. We're going to take a quick break because we've got to roll ads on Twitch to avoid the pre-rolls. But we always take a break so that nobody misses anything because I hate watching streams and getting blasted with an ad mid-conversation. So we're going to take a quick 3-minute break. We'll reconvene here. We'll play the Ranked Master, and then we will hop into round 1 of Plat. So thank you all for being here. I'll see you in a few. Ads. All right, we're back. All right, we got 3 out of 4 spots filled. If anybody wants in, I'm gonna leave it open for another minute here before we get going. To let draw players hit farther, something. I don't know if it should be like I don't know if the power drive. I guess the power. I don't know. It's like what shot makes sense. You know, the stinger. So I don't know. The thing is, it's super. I don't think anything is gonna be as OP as the super flop. What do we got here? High winds, firm, and fast. And we got a full lobby. Love that. Good evening, John. Welcome back. What if you've ever played on Master? Don't let it scare you. Don't let it scare you. It's only more punishing for the same miss. What's so bad with that? Although I heard so now that the latest patch happened, like Master also has harder conditions too. I haven't played Pro and stuff. Like I know they put variants into like what conditions we might see out there, which is great. Which is great. But the question is like, do Pro and Pro-Am see hard conditions at all, or is it like harder swing difficulty and harder course conditions? I don't know. It's your first round in like 10 days, Lucas. Good luck, dude. I mean, good luck everybody, but good luck, Lucas. The weird part here is going to be having the vibration after not having the vibration. I just have to like tune it out. Keep my normal shot, not think about it. Hey, thank you for the Twitch follow, McMorrison. Thank you kindly. All right, the open miss on the first sit down. That's okay. It's gonna be an overhit. Oh man, the vibration really is gonna throw me off, isn't it? Hey, appreciate that, Colin. Hope you're doing well. Notice you do worse with the meter on the screen now? Yeah, I mean, the meter itself doesn't bother me. The meter itself doesn't bother me. Although, I guess I can see how it can, because you, like, sometimes just can't help yourself looking over at it. Also, Colin, don't worry. We got a hole-in-one today, so, you know, at least one more good clip coming. Spoiler. It's too short. No, I landed it short. That always stings. When you adjust it too much, you miss it short. You're like flirting with it because you want to try and... You want to still land it on the green. There you go. There you go. Make a putt. All right, 179. We've got, I don't know, like 14 mile an hour wind. Gonna be playing a few more than that. I think a 6-iron could be good. Oh no, I hit it open. Womp womp. Womp womp. That's not the miss to have. For whatever reason, yeah, my swing grip is like a little bit off, because that's what I was trying to do the first time. That's what I was trying to do the first time. Okay. Not the worst. Stan, this is the daily master for the ranked tours. We will be playing plat after this. I was gonna do something stupid, and I'm not gonna do something stupid. Yeah, I think my swing grip when we took our break and sat back down changed a little bit, and so I started missing stuff open when I hadn't been missing it that way at all. That's okay, it happens. Happens, it happens, it happens. This means we need to change our feel a little bit left. Oh. I don't know, I always feel like those bounces are fairly random how it, well, not the bounces, but like the way that it rolls away. Get in there. We're gonna need those. We're gonna need those. I always want to apologize for pace of play, but then I remember you guys all knew going into this the pace in which I play at. It is no secret that I take some time to line things up. Did I really? 9 yards short. That's always a little alarming. Oh, come on. It's always a little alarming when you miss it by that much. 'Cause 9 yards is effectively like missing it by a club length. But I'm probably not factoring in some stuff like the lie percentage. Josh, thank you for the YouTube sub. Okay, I'm not as slow as Cantlay. Not taking that long. It's also no turn order, so it's not like I can try and figure out my shot while somebody else is going. You know, we're all trying to go at the same time. I try and save time. Gosh darn it. Did it again. This is gonna go way too long. Did it again where I left it super short. I try and save myself time by putting it close, but when I get it wrong, that obviously hurts my cause. Ooh. Nothing like a quad perfect putt that drops. Nothing like a quad perfect putt that drops. That's always a real nice feeling. What is the... Well, they're going for it. I wonder, maybe we could have gone for it? And I played it... I definitely played it, like, safe. Yeah, I had the last ones land a lot shorter. I think that kind of scared me a little bit. The rhythm's always 0.01 seconds too fast. Well, you just gotta slow it down by 0.01 then. How hard could it be to be that precise in your changes, you know? Extreme levels of precision. I mean, it says it's a little bit below the feet, but... of course I leave it open. Gotta get that situated. I mean, it's tough because we weren't having that issue and now we are having that issue type of thing, you know? Almost hit the splash dunk. Almost hit the splash dunk. Yeah, all of a sudden, this sit down, my feel is a little bit more to the left, so it is what it is. It's just that's what happens. Sometimes you lock right into it. Other times it changes on you a little. 171 yards to the hole. We need to effectively carry it probably about 166. Probably get away with it being just shorter than that, but not anymore. Yeah, 101 should hopefully do the trick. Nope. Missed it by like an inch. Missed it by an actual inch. That lands on the green versus the fringe. Yeah, there's definitely a difference in how far it bounces and rolls out. Well, Lucas, I would say your round's going pretty well for the time off claim. Stop landing on the fringe, Colby. That's fairway technically. Please stop landing there. I'm telling you, man. I mean, the problem is all these pins are tucked so close up to the front that, like, in my head, I need to put it there to have a chance to hole it. What's going on, Led Zepp? This is the 2K ranked tours. We're playing the Daily Master at the moment. Tap to think you were in range and you missed a 2-footer. Oh no. I jinxed it, didn't I? I jinxed it. I said nice. Nice round you got going. Immediately brought him back down to earth. Sorry to do that to you, buddy. Okay, we've got a good line. Beautiful. And beautiful. Okay. I mean, since the stupid bogey, we've been, and the bogey was just because we put it in the water. Otherwise, we hit that shot the first time around. We make birdie. It's a 2-stroke swing, so those will happen. It was early, so didn't have much time to correct ourselves. Is all it boils down to. Okay. Trying to go a little bit right so that it kicks left. I think I went too far to the right. And it missed. Freaking, how am I able to find the edge of the fringe with such consistency? This must be studied. I missed it. I'm gonna blame it on Lucas's scorecard thing. I don't think that's actually the fault, but that's where I'm gonna put the blame. Not a unique ability? Okay, Vandy, way to steal my thunder, dude. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Por qué no los dos? I want to power drive the green, but I know power driving the green doesn't get me anything. Hold a chip, Liam. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Um, 116. Okay. Don't love when I like misplay those so poorly. Underswung that. Yep. So that's, I take a 134. I think I just went through it too quick and like was like, oh well, it's a pitching, like it's a choke shot, so it'll play less. And I think I played it too much less to begin with, and then like took off from there. It's just a bad play. Just bad play. Always hit the trampoline, bounce off the edge of the fringe. All you gotta do is try and carry to the green and automatic. Yeah, and it's like I think it's the deception of like, obviously you have variance, right, in your fairway lies. So like you could get a 99 or 98%, and we don't know. The problem is like I'm trying to hole it, and so you know if you only have a few yards to work with, you're trying to be in those few yards to give yourself a chance. And I think that's where I mess up, is like I should try and maybe sometimes land it closer to the hole with more spin to give myself a putt instead of trying to like bounce it from shorter. I don't know what the right option is. Done it again, Liam? Oh no. Not the lip out machine. That's not the consistency that you want to have. I don't know, I was tempted to just try and power drive it like all the way over the top, but I can't be that stupid. Like I need to guarantee the fairway. Still need to guarantee the fairway. That's what we want it to be. Gonna be a little low, but that's what we want that shot to be. Land it on the green. Land it on the green. Give ourselves the roll out to the hole. You're accustomed to the 101 power and 100 is more. That's your justification. I don't know. I hit a fair number of 101s in this. I don't think, even in the last game, I don't think I really ever calculated the 1% difference that way. You know, I think sometimes because the 101 would maybe cancel out the under, like if you got a 99% fairway lie. But like, okay, something like this is where I need to be careful, right? The 3-up. The 3-up is playing kind of right at it. We could be just short. Now I need to focus on the, okay, I'm trying to land it a couple yards short and hot, but I don't think this can find. Of course, now I missed the face open. But like I don't think that on its own merit could miss onto the fringe. Luck's not on your side, Liam. Some days it do be like that. Some days it do be like that. He's watching it, which means he's gonna miss. The thing is, I think if they start their like, anticipation walk early, it's not happening. 4 lip outs and chip hit the pin. Yeah, I mean, it's rough, man. I get it. I get it. $185. All right, 13-mile-an-hour wind. I hit like 15, so that's gonna be about 200 effectively to the hole. 7 yards short into a little down slope. It's not bad. I guess maybe I take, instead of the choke shot, I go with the full club down. That's probably a better bet. It's probably a better bet if I do it that way. Hockey game going nutty, Sergio. I have not kept up with anything. Who's in the... Is it... They're not in the Stanley Cup Finals yet, right? Or has that just started? Okay, so okay, Oilers Panthers. Oh, you're right. Because I think it's a rematch, right? I think I remember reading about that. I think it's a rematch. Okay. It's a little bit further right than I wanted. I know the green kicks right to left out here. I was trying not to get all fringe bounce with it again. Near hole-in-one. This is a tough one to get a hole-in-one on. Impressive to get it close. That's gonna hold up. I should have, I don't know. I knew that I tend to second guess myself too many times when it comes to the putter. I should trust my gut and make the adjustment instead of sitting on it like that. It's okay. Gotcha. I mean, the Flyers have not been that great for a while, so paying attention to the postseason has not really been my, hasn't really been anything that I need to worry about. Hey, what's going on, Maximo? Welcome back. Well, GG's, everybody. Thanks for playing. Yeah, we played not the best. We played not the best. 12 under is okay. I guess realistically we played closer to like a 14 under. I'm being tough on myself because like sub 15 foot proximity is pretty good. They said don't watch the Preds. True. Yeah, a bunch of Eagles, but like missed on some ones that we should have. It's okay. We're trying to stay positive about things because I can't just be like harsh on myself all of the time. can't be harsh all the time, which is what I like tend to be. Yeah. What are we supposed to be if not our own biggest critics? Okay, so we're all done with the dailies. We're not doing the divots. Probably not doing the solo matchmaking either. We'll see though. I guess my question is, because you can't see season rewards for ranked like you can for ranked tours, right? Don't think so. Although at least the rewards are better now, my goodness. You actually get a little bit of VC. But yeah, I don't think there's a way to actually like see everything. Yeah, so rank's at least way better, because before it was like you played ranked and like you just didn't. Why is it so finicky? Like I literally moved my controller like, yeah. Is it just getting loose, or has it just always been that touchy and I just don't move my controller that much normally? I don't know. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. All right. So we've got Platt on the docket tonight. Oh, nice. Ah, that's even worse. That's even worse. I just got the Phillies final score notification. Casty hit a hit a solo shot in the second inning to put the Phillies up 1-0. They lose 2-1. And like the dagger of it all, Jeff Hoffman on the mound for the Blue Jays, who used to play for the Phillies, getting the dub. Hey, we only lost by 20 strokes last week. And we were only 10 off a second. No, we had, I think, we had like 3 bogeys in the last 4 holes or something like that. We were on for a top 10 and I reached a little bit too much. The BBA Cup? And it's always a good talking piece for the stream, I feel like. My wife got it when she went to Disney a number of years ago. This was my souvenir, so I've been using it as my stream cup. All right, so we've got Plat rounds 1 and 2. We've kind of got a little awkward gap here until pre-rolls kick. So what we're gonna just take a quick 2-minute break before we hop in here, and then we'll dive on in. So appreciate y'all being here. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like on the stream. It helps me out quite a bit. And yeah, if you're enjoying, drop a follow on the Twitch, drop a sub on the YouTube if you dare. And we're gonna get after the big boy rounds in just 2 minutes. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, we're back. We're back. Thank you for holding tight, everybody. 2:30 a.m. in Ireland. That's late, man. That's late. That's way past sleeping time for me. Okay. Barron Dunes by Snellgrove. Here we go. Plat round 1. We got 1 week until the major, so this is going to be our last little tune-up. Hopefully we can do some nice things out there this week. But as always, with True Sim, with this, everything, we got to go one shot at a time. Just try and stay focused, stay in the moment, and see what we can do. They got us off the tips here. High winds out of the south. Going defaults, firm for fairways and green. And the green speed is moderate. So, not the craziest thing conditions-wise, but we'll see how the course itself is. Next week is going to be brutal. I think they actually have us playing at Oakmont, so I'll be curious to see how that goes, as I think things are going to be fairly tricked out in terms of the greens. So like the course itself is not too bad because it's an official course, but we shall see. Anywho, we're off. We're gonna take 4-iron off the tee here, make sure that we find a fairway, because I think if we go up to the hybrid we start flirting with things a little bit too much. Hey, thank you for the luck basket. Hope all is well with you. Worst greens on the... Yeah, so then if you make the greens worse, it's not going to be like, oh, it's so bad, it's the US Open because of the... what do you call it? It's not going to be so bad just because you've got, like, the thick rough and everything. Because I don't think... like, your accuracy in game is not nearly as bad as IRL, but the putting, if you just make that atrocious, that's going to be tough. This is a really tough pin. I thought the downhill was going to play more, so I played 8-iron instead of the choked 7. Unfortunately, we're just a little bit short, but like if I overshot the choke 7, we could very easily go out the back of the green. So it's kind of one of those situations where this isn't necessarily the worst thing. I think so long as I have the right mindset about it and can like slow myself down to actually, read the putt. Yeah, we might be able to figure out just how much this is gonna play. I feel like it's gonna break back right to left at the end. Moderates, it's 121s. I'm gonna play it at the default pace here. 77 though. 2% underswing. Okay, that would have been close. We're going to have to take advantage of the moderate greens, and I think that maybe that's one thing that I expected to be out the back of the green just out of habit. I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case around here. So it's all about keeping the right frame of mind. I don't think this is one that we hit in close. I think this is one that you let drift over and roll out. So like catch this ridge and then kick right. It's a little bit more forward. Okay, no, we're going right. 121, so it slows it way down. But now we have a putt. Like this is the game that we have to play. Ultra fast, and some of the greens are impossible to hold. Yeah, and so like that's gonna be they make it way difficult. Not like, oh, it's you're gonna be in the rough and it's gonna be so hard to get out of it. It's like, no, it's just gonna be really, really crap to hold the fairways and hold the greens. you know, force you into long shots because of some of the firmnesses and stuff. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It is certainly going to be a tall task. Okay, good putt. Good putt. We need those. We need those, we need those, we need those. I mean, it's the type of thing, we look at the top players and they're all 1 under per hole on average on the front 9. So, I don't know if that's the going rate, so to speak. Like, if everybody is just shooting those kinds of things, or it's just the people at the top, or maybe the front 9 is easier than the back 9. But I gotta not think about it too much. Gotta just try and stay in our lane, play our game. You know, everything just has to be that 1 at a time mindset. It has to be, because if it's not, like, you're just gonna cause too much trouble for yourself. Really and truly, you're just gonna cause way too much trouble for yourself. I'm punching this through. Hey, thank you for the luck, Stando. Through, still a little bit short, but it's makeable. It's makeable, makeable, makeable. I think that middle piece is on a lump. I don't like this. Hammer it. just play it with pace and hope it becomes straight. Take advantage of the moderates. It's a tight window and it kicks to the right. I mean, that's crazy. I guess not. I guess that's still down there. Just trying to think, like, do you attack that right-hand side? This all is like super hard camber right down towards that water. So I could come over the top there. An iron. Baby open. That might end up right side rough. Yeah. That's really tough. That's really, really tough. Crazy thing is, the roughs haven't been as bad. What is this, like 170? $215. It plays 85. I missed both of them open. It's the right idea in terms of distance. I mean, we're on in 2. I just gotta finish that swing more to the left. So at least we have an eagle look, despite finding rough off of the tee. Man, this thing being downhill and then swinging. Gonna hit it through, it's gonna be breaking, it's gonna keep breaking, and then I still think it has a fair amount of swing to it. %2 under, probably gonna be short. Ah man, I think 64 might have had it. I think we might have had the right read. Okay. Okay, we're still finding birdie. We're still finding birdie. That's all that matters. Again, it's just the one shot at a time mentality that you pretty well have to have. I don't know, it's like given the right amount of respect. That's kind of the other piece to this. Given the right amount of respect is the other piece to this, because like there I'm thinking like, okay, well it's moderate green, so it's not going to roll as much, but I still get a few yards past the hole, which just to me is not ideal. Do I just go for the overpower? I mean, I think we're pretty well in the clear regardless, so let's just go for it. Because that's, I mean, it's just try and create as little spin on this approach shot as possible. I think we're gonna be just short. I think we're good here. I think the main thing... actually, kind of, we're landing it short, and so unless you're like directly online, you kind of need to end up left of it, because it's going to kick back to the right. Very firm, and then it slow. I think because you're landing on that side kick, it's kind of more of a down slope little feel to it. No way that misses low. I mean, I guess yes way, because it's probably because of my swing input there. Contact and path probably add up enough on that. I don't know. That's always tough. Never a fun pill to swallow. That's for certain. Hate missing those. Hate missing those, Russell. Ah, man. Man. All right. I mean, but it's those shots, they add up, right? I mean, I guess that's kind of what I'm getting at, is over the weeks, you know, we play some really good golf and we do a lot of good things, but we have a lot of those shots. It. So for as much as it's like, hey, this is a close proximity, it's just you can't afford to miss 10 footers of this extent. Yeah, I mean, like, those are just putts that, like, they have to be, if you want to be the best, you have to just make those at, like, a 95% clip, not at an 80-something or 70-something like I do. Okay, what do they want me to do on this hole? See, I'm sure the reason those scores are low on this front nine is very much so because of the par fives and being able to get some eagles on those, and we were not able to get that sort of capitalization. Okay, let's play in 193. I think I need to give a little bit on the 5. I could try and go choked 4, but I don't know that is needed. I think this should be good. Yeah, I mean, right up to pin high, and then it's like we're in a valley type of thing, 9-footer. You hit it firm and straight and hopefully take out any weird break stuff. So, like, we're still on not a bad clip, but we did not convert any of the eagle opportunities and we parred that first one, so. Just a few missed opportunities. Have perfect swing on, Bobby? No, this is legend. Hit it hard? Absolutely. We're on legend swing here. What's the difference with legend? So perfect swing, it doesn't matter what your contact points are, the ball will go how you've aimed. Once you go to Pro-Am, it's just like a large amount of forgiveness when you miss your points. And as you go up in difficulty, it gets more and more penal as you miss. This is gonna lose like 6 or 7. And then the wind. I probably have to play this in a way that like goes long and we're just trying to... Oh, I did it again. Just the stuff we were just talking about. With finding the fringe. I overshape it. I'm trying, I mean, I guess we're effectively landing in like the same spot, but I'm trying to land it like up closer to the pin. Finish behind because I don't have anything else to work with. That felt firm. I think I had the right read and I overhit that one. All right, well, still 7 under going out. It's not the worst thing, but you know, when you see the top scores, it's hits you real fast. Use Pro-Am, you're still yet to get a hole-in-one. We actually hit one earlier today. It's our 6th hole-in-one. Probably get the #1 spot in the world soon. Nah, we'll be lucky to crack the top 20. Okay, I think we put it out here. Try and put some legs on it. Get it down. Oh, don't kick me in the rough. Oh, that's so mean. I didn't want to power drive. At least it's light rough. 229. This is a little bit awkward. I think I'm gonna throw the hybrid up a little bit, as opposed to trying to run the 4-iron out. I think that actually makes more sense. And hit this ridge and go right. Come on, climb the hill, stay up, stay up. I'll take that. I'll take that. Look a bit cuter than normal. Did I comb my hair? Yeah, just comb the little tuft over to the side, you know? All right, we're going out here. Come on, 55%. Man, I've had a couple of these where it's like perfect read and just missed the putt percentage. So it's like you actually read it correctly but missed the putt percentage. I mean, there's such tight windows to hit. What do we do here? 144. We'll get a couple yards. Little D-loft was a good call because it actually gets us over that fringe. There we go. I was like, if everything lines up the way I think it's going to, we're gonna land on this fringe. So I'm trying to avoid some of the mistakes that we've made earlier. That'd be a tough hole, isn't it? Feels pretty long and into a headwind. Playing 210, jeez, okay. Right, carry this about 200. I can't go up a club though. Like if I go up with this, I mean, I'm sailing it over, so I think I'm gonna go like here. Hope that the wind brings it back a little bit to the left and like overpower it. Pushed it. Overdid the backswing. Carried it about where I wanted to though. We're on a steep hill, so I'm gonna play a full powered pick. I thought the upslope, I mean, that carried as if the upslope wasn't there and as if we weren't in the sand, so I don't really know what to make of that one. Good putt. At least we find, like, look, we hit our percentage. We read it right. So like, I'm starting to build some confidence in the putter. We're not by any means the most accurate, but we're starting to build a little bit of confidence there. Starting to build a little bit of confidence there. Okay, this is going to be tough. 146. This is definitely a few yards short. Not the push. Not the push, Colby. Well, this is such a deadly shot for me because my ability to hit the swing path, I know this is slightly right to left, my ability to hit the swing path effectively straight up and down is minimal. Can I see that? I don't know what it is, but like when it comes to the straight up and down on the chip, my feel, even though I think it's because I have to take a fuller swing, I think the putt I can get a lot closer because it's like, because the swing is so different, but that I can't. The straight swing doesn't exist. It's a lie. There's no reason to do anything like that. Just so we're all on the same page. I actually think this like stock 50 degree might be it. Wow. Got more yardage off of the downslope than I was playing for. Yeah, I figured we'd be like comfortably on the green there. Hey, what's going on, Jim? How have you been? Good to see you. Welcome back. Is it 62? Oh, I gave it a touch extra at the end. Gave it a touch extra at the end and it didn't need it. I had the right read. So yeah, I mean it's still that though, right? Like it's so many putts over the course of this thing. Can't lay it up. You kind of have to go for this. Kind of have to go for this. Man, I can see where like the heavy scoring was out the gate, but to have it through the entire round, I'm missing something. Well, I'm missing putts, I guess. I guess is what that is. Missing putts. There's no bigger mystery than that. Oh. What? What did I do? What am I doing? I saw 54% and then I pulled it back and it went 42? Oh, you moron. You absolute idiot. What are we doing? What are we doing with ourselves? I thought I played that enough to the right. I really did. It's a rock, so I can't flop it. Nice. Nice. Must mean I get a pretty clean shot off. Add insult to injury. Well, that's certainly one that I gave away purely on frustration. Try 99. Nice, man. Getting under 100. Feels good. I still have yet to get out to play this year. We'll get there, though. Soon enough. It's just frustrating to have hit a... Oh. To hit a perfect... and then just soil it the way that I did. You know, what's the difference? I'm gonna try and chip it and hole it, because like... How am I still... it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I can't hit a straight line to save my life. And I lost focus on a putt, and I've been missing putts that yeah. I'm letting the frustration build. It's not good. That's not good. Nice and easy. You know what you're doing. You know how to swing a club. Just stop. Stop and be better on the putter. Did you pull up today? Nice. Going on, JK. I'm just making too many mistakes and getting myself in trouble. That's what I feared could happen. So I feared could happen, and I did it anyway. Yeah, so it's a round of many mistakes Okay. It's a 10 that could have been way more. It's a 10 that could have been way more. Hangover from yesterday GFS, maybe. But I think it's a combination of things. I think on the one hand, I forced the issue on a few things. On the other hand, I missed some putts that I just barely skirted around on putts a few times. And then I let certain things just kind of overflow into other shots. I think I started to get disheartened. I'm looking at the leaderboard, knowing the way that I'm doing, and then I let some of the stuff compound. So I mean, 10 under is still okay-ish, but when the leaders are shooting, 19 under, 18 under, whatever. Yeah. Doesn't feel good, but it's all between the head stuff. It's all between the head stuff. I just got to get out of my own way. Enjoy those rounds. I mean, yesterday's were great. Best score IRL is an 81. I hope one day to get down to that point. Okay. I think this will be good for us. 2-minute break. Reset the mental. Try and come back strong. See what we can do. I gotta stay out of my own way. I think it's just, it's hard to to look at those scores and then be yeah, okay, we shot 7 under going out. We're we're on the cusp of being able to be 10 or so going out, and then you start to miss some things, and then yeah. Just rein it in. So we will take 2 minutes. We'll roll the ads, get rid of the pre-rolls, and then we go again. Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for putting up with my frustrations, and we'll get after it again in 2.
It's raining.
Ads. It's a new round. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Moving us up to the white tee box. Medium winds out of the west. Moderate, and medium fast. Which I guess is technically a step up from the moderate greens we just played. But let's see how Give you a song that's good? I mean, what kind of genre are you thinking? We can't drive this, right? You're just gonna put it into the dunes and whatnot. It's probably not wise. Probably unwise. We're just gonna take iron off the tee, get it down as far as we can comfortably, and then we'll go from there. A chill song? I mean, I'm personally gonna go with something from the Midnight, like Gloria or something. I mean, you can take your pick from like their early albums. Well, Liam's apparently got a whole playlist of chill stuff just on demand. Mid-30s, and then the wind. Slightly above the feet. Oh, I pulled it left. See, our grip might be different. Our grip might be different after the sit down, and that's always a risk with like when we have to get up and everything. Okay, so greens are much quicker. %. 1% underswing might not be the worst thing, but I don't know if it's gonna swing enough. No, we left it outside and just short. Okay. That's a nasty little pin you got there. Okay, so just what exactly, when they design these, are they expecting out of us? Are they just expecting everybody to end up not on this platform here? Because I genuinely don't know. Hit the upslope and then jump over the downslope. The greens, wow, that holds. What's going on, Jada? I think it's insane to have to average 1600 round to compete for the win. Yeah, Platt's an animal in terms of like how good people are. People are just kind of sick nasty at the game. Like, we're good, but we're not overall as good as many others. Yeah, we live in that weird limbo. Man, these are some nasty pins out the gate here. Yeah, the difference between world number 1 and number 5 and 5 and 10 and 10 and 20 and 20 and 50, like, it is such a huge curve how that scales. No, not the fringe. Oh, I missed the fringe. That works. So yeah, it's like we're closing in on the top 30. Nothing like this tee box. Look how bad this tee box is. That's so messed up. Pins back there. Yeah, our world ranking is moving back up into the top 30s. We're probably closer to like a top 20-25 player, but like we're just so far off the top end. We have 75 to the front. Gotta keep that in mind. 191, 185. I don't know how you sit this well enough. I'm trying to play the loft in it. So they didn't in the old games basket, they do in this game. Hit the pin to stop it. Sit. It's a 6 iron, it's gone. That's such a tight window. Such a tight window. We almost had it. Christian, thank you for the follow. So yeah, in the old games it wouldn't, but it wouldn't, like, if it didn't play in this, it wouldn't affect your swing bias, right? But like your correction gets screwed when you have a thing like that. You would think they would either have it set so like in between the tee boxes it doesn't play. I mean, on official courses it even still happens, but yeah. It's not great. %90 putt. If I hit a chip, there's a good chance that I'm like well offline. I feel like I have to play this. But again, 90% is heckin' dangerous. But I don't know, just in a way feels safer. That's 100%. 92 is over. I went through it. I have a feeling that the fringe distance is actually calculated into those now. I think the fringe distance is actually calculated into that. And I overhit that. Cool. So I don't, yeah, that's unfortunate. Hit a really good approach shot, just couldn't, and I'm just I can't hit a straight chip, so. But yeah, so like this basket, this is below my feet because I have to draw it a little, I have to play this shape a little bit more than normal. Seeing the lie, you almost have to play around with lie grid on to get an idea of what it's gonna be like. True, I mean, it's a true sim maybe, but it's, yeah, that part's just a lot about visualization, and we've been getting better at that. But yeah, I don't think, I think that the fringe putt logic is actually set up properly because it wasn't pre-patch. I just didn't have enough, I didn't have enough data. So unfortunate for it to come there, but I do think that that's the case. All right, gonna land short left, kick hard right for me. Just right on down to the hole, if you would. Everybody's favorite 4-foot putt. This is one that technically, if you tap it, it's like somewhere out there. Ugh. What's going on, Matthew? Thinking right with the Fringe issue since the update? You've had a few of those lately? Yeah, because I always had to add, and now I'm curious like what it is off of the fairway, because off of the Fringe I would always add like the distance onto the Fringe that I was, extra power, and then if I was on the fairway I would add like 2 to 2.5 times the distance onto the fairway I was, and that tended to kind of work out. Fairway's a little bit more variable because Fringe is actually the green speed, whereas the fairway has like the fairway roll variable, which is not tied to the green speed, and so that's a separate variable that is calculated differently. But it seems like all of these Fringe putts now I can just leave at the power, which kind of stinks. You know, I kind of wish that it was like I don't know if I wish that the power wasn't set for you by default, but it would definitely make things harder. Kind of easy if it's just set for you. And you never have to set anything. I pushed it. Well, it's going to be a little bit closer to the hole, but it goes right still from here. Yeah, I was still a little bit short, huh? Okay, that's tough. Yeah, I mean, it's just something that like I out of habit have started to change a bunch, and I guess I haven't had ones that were that far off the Fringe that I putted it since the update. Yeah, so now just kind of noticing it. Before kind of speculating in the back of my mind, but now like actually seeing it of like, oh, okay. That is what's happening. %73%. It's a 1% underswing. That just stings so much, man. That's just kind of been the story of today. Missed the putt by 1%. So just barely missed the putt. It's a lot of close, but no cigar. Really, really hard to like stay positive. Really, really hard to stay positive on those. Trying to play that off the right-hand side of the fairway. Got it a little deep. And by right side of the fairway, I mean green. Got it just a little bit deep there. 48%. There we go. There we go. Fairway firmness will vary the speed. Like fairways are soft. So the way that all works, it doesn't affect the speed. So in the designer, there's actually a fairway roll that the designer sets. So it's not something that's like configurable on round conditions. So it's like the course has a fairway roll, but you don't know what that fairway roll is. Aside from just like experience. The fairway firmness doesn't affect the roll of it. So like if you're just putting on it, it doesn't affect it. The way that it affects it is whenever the fairways and greens are firmer, it takes spin off of the ball when it lands. That's why you get those awkward like firm fairway bounces or fringe bounces where you like just miss the green and it takes a big bounce because of the firmness and then it feels like it rolls forever, or when it picks up the speed and everything. It's because it's lost so much spin on the initial firm bounces, and then you've effectively got a knuckleball that just wants to take off because it has no more backspin left to check it. Mountain Dew is actually an orange soda and not lime. You're talking like classic Mountain Dew is an orange soda? What are your sources? I'm also going right on this. I don't want to flirt with left and off the green. I pulled it, of course, so now I'm going to bring that into play. And I underswung it. I don't know what that swing was. I haven't had a pull in a minute, though. All right, so I guess this is the test. I feel like the fairway isn't factored in, because this is technically not a Texas wedge, but the Texas wedge sucks anyway, so I mean, we may as well test it. %. I underswung it by 3%. Okay, so the fairway is not factored in, because I don't think this that we missed was 3% worth. I think the fairway needs a little bit of adjustment. Okay, I overread everything. Nice. Still spin if hit properly. There was a softer. Yeah, so that's the only weird thing is like the fairway speed and softness, and like the green softness and speed don't actually have to be, they're not tied together. So technically the scheduler can put a soft green that is very fast. You'll get more bite because it's soft, but once it starts rolling, it'll be quicker. So like you can get some really weird combos from that. You just kind of have to learn how to piece all of those combinations together is really what it comes down to. Probably going to be deep, but like I couldn't risk being short. Add the factor of rain. Well, they don't have rain in this game, and in the last game they had rain, and all it was just a way to kill your frame rate. It doesn't actually change anything. It puts a ball spray on and puts a bunch of stuff on the screen. It just kills your processing. All right, 52. No way. Overswung it and missed low still. So I had the read, moved it under. I guess I was always under on the read. Soft greens that roll a lot. It was like it rained yesterday, it's off in the green, but there's dudes. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, I mean, that could be. That could be it. I suppose just not a common combination. And we don't get a lot of soft, like just the scheduling and stuff that we get, they don't put a lot of soft because it tends to be too easy. It's gonna go into the 70s. I mean, what do I have to work with? 75 to the front. 57, 67. Yeah, I think this is... I came up short. Dang. I thought the wind was going to carry that out a little bit, but maybe we lost on the lie percentage. I mean, we've got an eagle look. It's not a simple eagle look, that's for certain. %. We'll see what happens here. Can't see. It's in! I'm like trying to find a camera angle so I can see the putt. We'll take it. What up, Beast Over? Best archetype currently. You've got a powerhouse that you upgrade to a 90 overall, so you have your rebirth. Want to make something more meta. So I would say that the meta from the majority of players is probably a technician. I swear by Sculptor. I know a lot of people are saying magician. I personally like the shaping aspect, and so that's a big piece for me. But yeah, I think technician is probably the safest bet, and then yeah, magician and sculptor would be up there as well, kind of depending on what your preferences are, your play style. Thank you for the follow as well, Stover. Really? Double cross? Dang. Dang, we've been hitting them so well. How do I get... Probably because I took my hand off to get clip. I deserved it. I deserved it. 4% or 3% overswing. Sit. Those are so tough, by the way. Those are so tough. like to hit under 45% with any sort of accuracy. Not a simple task. All right, we're gonna fade this into that left-hand side. This is the... This is already below our feet. Come on, go left. Go left. That works. Probably go technician for a safe option. Heard you could put something with the power on a technician as well. So if you have level 85, you can put the skill. So like you can put your power drive on the technician. A lot of people go really high in like their swing. What is it? The contact. And then they'll put their fittings to power to try and get some power back out of it. I like the Sculptor because I can get max power on my driver and still have like mid 80s contact and swing path. It's just kind of, it's personal preference on correction, you know, and some of those other stats, you know, what you prefer for power, all that jazz. And also just what you can consistently hit, right? Like, do you need in the 90s? Or can you hit contact points in the 80s? Okay. We're at 17. I think we should be well on track to make the cut. I don't know what it is. This round I haven't like keyed in on the leaderboard at all. I think probably because I've mentally clocked that like, okay, now we're far enough away from it. I'm not tracking like an individual round score. Just trying to stay focused on my own stuff. Orange concentrate is the main flavor ingredient of Mountain Dew? Huh. Huh. No, I did not see that. Interesting. Don't want to be long. I don't want to be too short. Oh, man. Below the feet. Curling that way. Curling. Wind holds up. We're going to go out here. Try and make sure we stay left and a little bit short. Well, closed face is going to ensure that. Distance control was spot on. I mean, there's still a chance. Still a chance we can make something from down here. %. It's 1% under. Man, we didn't read enough in it. That early bit broke. Oh, we're only 14 strokes back. I mean, we still have a few holes to play, but that's still just always a crazy, crazy number. If you can get to that sand, even though that's downhill, you could probably get a pick. Well, actually, I don't know that. Could you get a pick to stop? It's one of those things, like, in the last game, you absolutely had the option to, like, just throw that down there and like it didn't quite matter what you got in the sand. Like you just play some sort of partial flop shot and GG. But that's definitely not the case in this game. There's way, way more that matters in terms of course management. Wind, you were supposed to do more. I misread the wind, and honestly, it's the downslope. It's the downslope there that's the biggest kicker in all of that. Underswing by a percentage. The windows are so tight. I just don't understand how sometimes, I mean, I guess it's just one of those things. Like sometimes we go on those stretches. Sometimes we go on those stretches where like we're super dialed into what those percentages feel like, and then we go on these stretches where it's sometimes you just miss it. And this tournament is one of those ones where we just miss it a few too many times. I hate everything about this because like that's such a tight shot to try and do, which like you can do, fully shape it, but the amount of spin you get out of that I don't think is enough. I just don't know how you go about this otherwise. 168, 161 on a downhill. This, I have a feeling, isn't going to go well, but I don't really have any better ideas. So pushed it. Screes Insane Nightmares? Yeah. Yeah, it's even though it's a 9-iron in, like where that pin is, and then like what the miss is, yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. %, nice. This is gonna go great, isn't it? It's 100. Well, we got it. How's the read? I think that frustrates me. I hit the... Was my rhythm really bad? Was my rhythm really bad, guys? Because how did I miss that far past? So I hit the 89%. I didn't clock the rhythm. I must have been really off on the rhythm. Push it again. It was plus 1.6%. Okay. Okay, that explains it then. Because I'm like, I shouldn't be that far past if I hit if I hit it. But that makes a lot more sense, thank you. %. I mean, okay, gotta have smooth rhythm too. That's under. I thought I like whiffed that. That was one of those ones where I underhit the power, but it was because I also missed the rhythm because I'm like trying to force that. So tight windowed shots are not going so great this evening. We do have backstop, but we also I'm gonna try and do this where we like hit the choked 4. Use the backstop. You hit it right at the hole to kind of give it a chance. Slowed down so much. I guess if I don't deluff that though, we probably hit the fringe. I don't know. Had an idea there, but it didn't. I think because the greens are a little bit on the softer side. Okay. %. There we go. All right, par 5 to finish. Par 5 to finish. It's weird. We haven't played like horrendously, but there's just enough mistakes out there. Okay, that's 300. And then that would give you the 200. So you can still. I think you kind of have to, because I don't think you can go for it in, if you're back here, you're not going for it in 2. So I think the play is try to overpower your power drive and make it through here, because if you do, then you've got a green light to maybe get at it. We piped it. 102 perfect power drive. Playing 236. I'm just gonna play this. This should get us on the green or close. It's 4 a.m. Liam. Hey, you said you're staying up late. Kept your promise. Oh, I closed it. It was still short. It was still short. Oh, man. Okay, well. It's crazy that even when I play for it, I'm still that far off. I clearly have no idea how you over-aim for that. Well, we get to 20. We get to 20, which I think should be a cut made. Yeah, I mean, we're T20 on the PlayStation leaderboard. I can't imagine that PlayStation tends to be about 50% of the player base. So we should be comfortably in there for the cut. "13 strokes back of the leader." I mean, let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats. We gotta figure out. I think we have a decent idea as to like where things went wrong along the way, but 20-foot proximity is all right. It's, I mean, the putting. You can't be missing medium putts. It's not great, especially at that proximity. I mean, proximity could be a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, what it was. There were a couple of approach shots where it was just, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. We had a couple of putts, like we had what, 2 fringe putts? Like we had one from the fringe where we blasted it way past because we added power, and then we had the fairway putt that we didn't get there. So those were some like testing ones that we potentially dropped some strokes on. That one hole was just really, really tough. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. Some missed inputs. Like, don't get me wrong, definitely some missed inputs there. On, like, when I say missed inputs, I'm talking more about, like, the approach game. We put one in the water on that drivable par 4. I was shocked it didn't get a little bit more right, because if it gets more right, I think it bounces up and we're onto the green, but we unfortunately catch it a little bit left, and it feeds us around the bowl and down in. And then, yeah, it's kind of the same thing as Platt. There was one that was really bad because I didn't pay attention to it, and I just tapped at it like I did what Lucas did earlier today, and just like thought I had a, like he thought he had a tap in and whiffed it. I added power to it, but took the exact same swing and underswung it by like 13%. Okay, you're gonna have to help me with how to pronounce that one. Fuensos. I'm trying to like, how do we break down? Thank you for the follow. What's going on, Kazang? How we doing, man? You got me stumped. You got me stumped, because it's not like read it backwards. Fuenso Sendu. It's one thing with stream. I like to get people's names right, and you've got me stumped. Normally I'm able to like pick something out with it. I don't know if it's just Fuenso. If it's another language, that's always gonna throw me off. I think it's also just the SNNDO at the end. I don't know what to do with that. I got nothing. You're going to have to tell me. I got nothing. You're going to have to tell me. They want me to do rank solos? Okay, we'll do one. We'll do one rank solo, and then we'll skedaddle. Go try to feel better about myself. Beat up on somebody in bogey or something like that. My luck, I'm going to get first place in match. I'm going to get put against like a Condor player. I hope that's not the case. That looks like default character. You got 11 European nations? I don't know, do you have some like Greek Isles type of thing? Why'd I go 3 hybrid over 3 Iron Nightmares? because that's what I used in the last game. I don't know. I think the hybrid has a little bit more stopping power. I think it also has a touch more distance, if I recall correctly. But yeah, a lot of it is just kind of out of habit, because that's what it was in the last game. Or that's what I had in my bag in the last game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're about to feel real good about ourselves. Whee! A lot of it is from last game. Like, I just use what I'm comfortable with. I like the hybrid. The hybrid was better out of the sand, like fairway bunkers, but we don't get that the same way, and you can't shape it the same way in this game as you could in the last one. So I carry 4 through 9. I carry 4 through 9 iron. Okay, there's some firmness to these greens. There's some firmness to these greens. I wish you could see what the conditions were. Like, I wish it told you what the green and fairway firmness is. And I mean, you can check the green speed, but I wish it told you firmness is out the gate like it does when you're entering a tournament round. Alrighty. Nice. Still missed it low. See, I carry 4 through 9, and then I've got the 4 wedges, and then I've got 3 hybrid, 3 wood driver. Thanks, putter, for letting me down. No, I really thought that was... I really thought I had... I mean, obviously, I thought I had the right line. But that's like, how do you guys approach... Like, I guess the thing that I don't know, and maybe it's just the way that my brain is wired, like, I cannot process putts the way that I watch some people do it. Like, some people, it's like, load up, they see it and can just, like, aim and... Like, they hit it fast forward and it's in the back of the cup, and I'll like sit and stare at it and like watch it slowly roll and miss. I'm like, I don't know what I'm not processing here. That ended up carrying way deeper, and that bounce was huge. Be the ball, Sam. Ah, that's what I've been missing. $152 equals slow green, so 152 is... 152 is up around fast. Fast to medium, like medium fast. I know moderates is 121. I feel like I should just super flop it out of here because of how their hole just went. But I'm not going to. You go box by box, it's the only thing visually. Well, I mean, I do too. I mean, I'm trying to like read the putt grid by grid. Sometimes I'm obviously able to get it right. I just don't get it right often. I probably should have conceded that putt. But then again, nothing's a gimme. Okay, thanks. I don't know. Putting has just always been a shortcoming of mine, and I don't know how to train it. Because I think the hard part is the execution is so difficult, for me at least. Like this game, I have gotten very, very good at getting these diagonal points down. But what I struggle with immensely is now hitting it straight. So I gotta find something to do that better. But like sometimes you read the putts right and you miss your inputs, whether it's you don't hit the percentage power you're trying to, or you hit enough off of the contact and path that you miss the swing line. And so that starts to affect your read confidence because you're still missing the putt. Yeah, but I don't know, RJ. I struggle converting practice swings. It's the same way in like real life. Like you get those practice feels, and then you know it's so easy to when it actually matters. You know, just jump on it a little bit more. Say this lie must be pretty bad. Yeah, look at that. I say this line must be pretty bad if I can't cut it as much as I want to. That came out so far left. Good for the long ones. Yeah, I just try and have some like visual kind of reference points that I go with. On the long ones, I'm just trying to be close. But it's like 60% in. Like that 50 to 60%, you've got to be able to hit those different percentage points, I feel like. I gotta get these pitch reads better. I gotta get these pitch reads better, man. They're just getting away from me a little bit. Cause like in my head, the pitches don't roll a ton, but they do roll. I've been leaving them short or rolling them long. Like the pitch, I gotta get that to the point where it's a weapon. Have to get that to the point where it's a weapon. Marks in your controller for forward swing and back swing. Straight shot. Look at it, we'll practice way to be able to feel what straight may be weird. Oh, I get what you, yeah, like. I think it's because my grip is so far like over the top and angled to create the draw swing that I use. I gotta figure out like a different wrist position and a different swing feel and just utilize that. Because, like, I try and just do this little thing where I, like, push out to the side a little bit, but I don't think it's quite enough. I just not? I guess the lie. It's also probably because this guy's over in the woods that I'm like going a little bit fast on it because it doesn't matter. Yeah, the short ones are odd. These I've been getting in trouble because they have such a range. It's a variable, no controller's perfect. Well, so... I mean... What do you mean by I'm a feel guy? I guess I need to clarify that, because I'm probably about the furthest thing from a feel guy for a lot of my game. The only thing that is feel for me... Well, I mean, putting is feel, and we can see how bad that is. On my full swing, feel is how I judge, like, the ball relative to my feet. And I guess the side winds. I try and use boxes a little bit for the side winds, but a lot of times I feel like I have to feel those ones out. Why do I recognize this course, by the way? I'm not going to be able to see until my turn. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think for this game, everybody has to be a feel person for hitting their swing. I think that's just the nature of it. You know, it's diagonal, you have to feel. You know, it's feel versus real in that regard. I gotta just find the grip. Yeah, I gotta find the grip and swing feel on my thumb to get the straight lines. Because, like, I can kind of make it work close enough on the putts most of the time, but I still do miss it. And so it's that part's definitely a leak. That part's definitely a leak to my game, because I know that it doesn't really affect the line, but it definitely, it probably affects the power by missing those all the time, right? So gotta figure that out. Oh, I left the face open and still out that far to the left, so it just did not cut into the wind. It is 11-18 right now, Liam. Alright, I mean, I should just give this one the old feelaroo. See, like that rolls dead weight high, but I missed collectively like 7%. I missed like 7% or something on the face for contact and swing path. I have to think that's what's docking me power there. I think that's what it is. So, gotta keep working. I just have to, the thing is, we like just kind of always play competition. And so, like, I have, like, a warm-up round and then into competition. I gotta find some form of time where I, like, sit down with the putter and just, like, that is my sole focus. I don't have a lot going on this weekend, so maybe I'll be able to find somewhere in there. I just gotta, like, I gotta force myself to do it. Because there's only so long that I can... So long I can complain about it. Gotta do something. Can't just be like, I mean, I know my reads suck, but I feel like we're getting a little bit better at reads, but it's just, I don't know. I gotta work at it. Just putting as a whole. Putting as a whole needs work. Alright, well. They at least reminded me about how big the skill gaps can get in this game. Tater. Just out here stealing people's points because I don't ever play. That was my first of season 2, and I think we played all of like 11 solo matches in season 1. So, all right. That gets us part of the way to the solo rank stuff for the quests, but all right, we will be back tomorrow night. All right, that was the solo ranked match that nobody asked for. Yeah, we're sitting T35 right now. We're sitting T35. Cut line was 19. I actually think we pushed people out because it is T56 at 18 under. So I think we kicked the 18s out. T35, so we're mid-pack. You know, it jumps up to T27 at 21 under. So yeah, we're kind of in the mid-ish pack of who made the cut. And like we're at 20 and 24 is T12. So it's really tight. You know, we get a couple of things that go our way, we make a couple more things, you know, and we're all of a sudden in a much different position. You know, have to not look at the 33, 31, 30 at the top. Like, it drops off pretty quickly from there. So we'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to try and fight and see how high up the leaderboard we can get. Hopefully not fall. Hopefully we can make some moves, get ourselves into a little bit bitter, well, hopefully not a bitter position. Hopefully we can get ourselves into a better position tomorrow. But appreciate you all. We're gonna go, you know what, I don't know if this is really mean, but we're gonna go say hi to You Stay Classy San Diego. He's one of the people that just got bopped. Yeah. So I guess we should go and tell him that we kicked him out of the weekend and he doesn't have to play rounds 3 and 4 anymore if he doesn't want to. Kind of mean, but hey, that's life on the Platinum Tour. Platinum Tour is not necessarily a nice place. So he's just getting started. Go say hello to him, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, bye.